Hello again. In ordinary life, one seldom hears anybody use the word hate or referring to their hatred of this group or that. In the newspapers and on television, though, these words crop up all the time. Almost invariably, they are used in conjunction with the words crime or speech and connected in some way with homosexuals, sex changes, black people, or Muslims. This is a very modern phenomenon, of course. What is curious, though, is that only those who are complaining about this supposed hatred are using such terms or thinking about discourse in this way. I've certainly met people who dislike homosexuals, and I've known too others with a low opinion of Islam. But I've never heard anybody in my life say that they hate gay people or Muslims. Nor have I gained the impression that they do actually hate them, but are reluctant to say so out loud. Instead, they would prefer not to live near a mosque or go to a public house where many gay people hang out. If they speak of either group, they might say, "Oh, I haven't got any time for them," or "I can live without meeting them." But that's pretty much the strongest emotion one is likely to hear being expressed. Nobody's foaming at the mouth with fury about either Muslims or black people or any other minority. I suppose that it's better for those posing as anti-racists, though, if they are able to persuade people that there is active and virulent hatred which might spill over at any moment into actual violence unless it's nipped in the bud early by arresting people for their words alone. It doesn't sound dangerous enough to accuse somebody of mild irritation speech or an impatience crime, and so they speak instead of hate speech and hate crimes. It's an effort to make them seem like the precursors to shooting and bombing. There are welcome signs, though, that this gag has been pretty much worked to death, and that a lot of people are tiring of it. I have an idea that in a decade or so, we must hope a lot sooner, nobody will be thinking any more of hate and hatred. This will make for a far more pleasant and agreeable world. By the by, I put up a video for a few hours last week, hoping to stop one or two people from devoting YouTube channels to attacking me and attempting to bring me into contempt. I've hoped that this would be enough, but it's not. Lately, these characters have been using my image and manipulating it in a way which is designed to ridicule me. I can stop this, and I shall do so. It's a nuisance, but there it is. Perhaps viewers can help me. In the description to this video, I give a link to a channel run by a man called Marcus Murphy, which contains an image of me wearing, of all improbable items, a Palestinian keffiyeh. I've seen this picture before, and I don't know who created it. I wonder if anybody watching this knows anything about the image or recognizes the background, which looks to me like the roof of a large building, possibly a railway station. It looks as though it's based on a photograph of me, although I might be mistaken. I can see the two creases between the eyes that I have, so I'm pretty sure it's the basis for this is a photograph of me. Unless I put a stop to these games, these idiots are like to get bolder and bolder. But by focusing my attention and actions on just one of them and making an example of him, I feel I might be able to discourage the others. What a sad life when you spend your time taking an image from the internet of somebody and then photoshopping it to try and make him look well, doing things like putting a Palestinian keffir on the face. Still, there we are. If that's the way people want to live, then it's up to me to put a stop to it.